From the moment you catch sight of the MG Retro off-road e-bike, you sense that it was created with intention rather than by accident. Its frame, fashioned from thick gauge steel, carries a subtle nod to classic motorbike lines, with a gently curved top tube that meets the seat tube at a low angle for a hint of a step-through feel. The welds at each joint are clean and deliberate, forming smooth beads that speak to careful craftsmanship. Tucked neatly against the down tube is a robust battery pack, its clean lines matching the frame geometry so well that it looks as though it grew organically from the chassis. Even before you lift it by the handlebars, there's an unmistakable air of quality that sets the stage for what follows once you turn on the power. Below the frame, massive 20-inch rims wrapped in 4-inch wide fat tires dominate the visual field. These tires boast deep, multi-directional knobs designed to grip on loose surfaces, yet they still roll with surprising ease when the trail smooths out. Mounted on blacked out rims, the tires give the bike a planted stance, and the extra width adds to a reassuring layer of confidence no matter what lies beneath. The wheels sit flush with wide fork crowns up front and beefy chainstays at the rear, each tube thick enough to suggest that bending this frame would require more force than a simple misstep could deliver. Even at rest, the bike looks ready to carve its own path through broken gravel, sand, or rough back roads without so much as a pause. Alright, let's get this thing unboxed. Unboxing this bike is straightforward, and all necessary tools for assembly are included. First, I removed the packaging straps and opened the box by carefully removing the tape and pulling the box free of the staples. Then I laid the box down. I slid the e-bike out carefully. Stand the e-bike up and remove all zip ties and protective foam, revealing the sleek design of the MG Retro single motor e-bike. Install the handlebars by loosening the bolts on the bike stem, centering the handlebars and rotating them to align with your preferred riding position before tightening the bolts securely. For the front wheel, loosen the bolts of the protective bar on the front fork. Add the front wheel and tighten the bolts to ensure it is secure. The pedals are clearly marked for the left and right sides, matching the pedal stems. Screw in the pedals and use a wrench to further tighten them easily. Install the front headlamp by loosening the bolts on the fork brace, attaching the headlamp, and then adjusting its orientation to face forward. Alright, let's take this thing for a ride. At the heart of the design lies a 48 volt, 17.5 amp hour lithium-ion battery feeding a 750 watt nominal brushless rear hub motor. This translates to just over 840 watt hours of stored energy, enough to carry the bike well beyond 50 miles of moderate throttle and assist settings, more than ample for the majority of off-grid outings. At the heart of the MG Retro lies a suite of technical elements engineered to enhance both safety and performance. Proudly UL 2849 certified, it meets North America's strictest standards for electrical and fire safety, ensuring that every component from the high current battery pack to the on-board charger undergoes rigorous testing to deliver reliability under demanding conditions. The frame, described by Hikeep as tank grade, supports a maximum load of 330 pounds, making it suitable for riders carrying gear for trail rides or daily commutes. Reflective safety lights mounted front and rear boast visibility, while integrated turn signals allow riders to communicate intent on shared pathways. This engineering foundation sets the stage for a confident ride across winding mountain roads. One of the most striking attributes is the 6-point suspension system, which combines 2 adjustable front struts and 4 rear shocks to achieve exceptional bump absorption. These hydraulic units work in concert with the Cloud Touch elastic seat to cushion the rider over rough surfaces, whether rolling over tree roots hidden beneath gravel or absorbing sharp edges and pavement cracks. The suspension maintains composure, preventing sudden jolts from transmitting to the rider. Adjustability and preload settings allows customization according to rider weight and terrain, ensuring that the MG Retro remains composed whether carrying supplies or cruising solo. Beneath the down tube, the auto-adaptive e-drive system orchestrates power delivery with precision. An integrated torque sensor and MECU controller interpret pedaling inputs and adjust motor assistance in milliseconds, creating a seamless blend of leg power and electric thrust. The drivetrain responds smoothly to gradient changes, transitioning from gentle boost on level stretches to a powerful surge when tackling uphill pitches. Powering the MG Retro's performance is a 48-volt, 15.6 amp lithium-ion battery neatly concealed within the frame. Rated for up to 60 miles on pedal assist mode, it can be charged inside the frame tube for convenience or removed for off-bike charging. Hikeep's lab testing suggests a full recharge cycle of approximately 5 hours, which aligns with typical overnight charging habits. The cockpit is dominated by a crisp LCD display that provides real-time readouts of speed, battery level, ride mode, and diagnostic data. Day and night readability modes automatically adjust backlighting to suit ambient conditions, reducing eye strain during dawn or dusk rides. A thumb throttle delivers instant electric power at the touch of a finger, ideal for accelerating from stops, while a push assist mode helps move the bike at walking pace when navigating steep grades on foot. Handlebar switches allow riders to toggle lights and switch between 5 levels of pedal assist without removing hands from the grips. Rounding out the feature set is a comprehensive lighting package and build quality design for longevity. A bright headlamp illuminates unlit forest roads, and brake lights double as turn indicators when signaled. The steel frame resists corrosion in humid or damp environments, and all cabling is routed internally to prevent snags on branches or pack straps. The overall construction prioritizes ruggedness, ensuring that the MG Retro can serve as a dependable companion on remote back roads. When the MG Retro leaves pavement behind and transitions to gravel roads, its engineering principles are put to the test. The wide 4-inch fat tires bite into loose stone, distributing weight and preventing the sensation of sinking into soft surfaces. Initial turns involve minimal steering correction thanks to the tire's high volume design that molds around obstacles rather than bouncing off. At moderate speeds on compact gravel, the ride feels planted, as though the e-bike is carving its own path through uneven terrain. Accelerating from a standstill on gravel is brisk yet controlled. One defining strength of this machine is its damping performance. The 6-point suspension system absorbs the rhythmic batter of gravel under tread without launching the rider into the air. Subtle bumps at the edges of washboard segments become almost imperceptible, and the Cloud Touch seat adds a layer of comfort that prevents fatigue during extended rides. This synergy between tire compliance and shock absorption makes long stretches of rough road feel less taxing, conserving rider energy for elevation changes or sustained pedaling. Braking on loose surfaces can challenge mini bicycles, but the MG Retro hydraulic disc brakes lock up predictably. Squeezing the levers yields a progressive slowdown, allowing for modulation rather than panic skids. Even when the gravel carries a thick coating of dust or debris, confidence in the bike's stopping power remains high. Riders can approach sharp corners on winding roads with measured ease, relying on the stability that comes from both the widened stance of the fat tires and the controlled response of the braking system. Climbing technical pitches where gravel transitions to packed dirt or compact shell highlights the bike's traction management. Torque sensor feedback adjusts assist levels to prevent wheel spin, and the wide contact patch distributes load evenly. On mild scrambles where wheel spin often force a halt, the MG Retro offers a steady ascent that feels forgiving. Ergonomics play a central role in how the bike performs on these rugged mountain roads. The upright handlebar position provides a commanding view of the trail ahead while giving leverage to shift weight forward or aft as terrain demands. Transitioning between seated and standing stances requires a minimal adjustment, aided by frame geometry that balances rider mass centrally over the bottom bracket. Platform pedals offer ample room for foot positioning, helping the riders stay connected when the ground texture changes abruptly. Range anxiety fades when riding in an area characterized by rolling hills and occasional sustained climbs. The ability to dial back assistance on flatter segments, then ramp up full power on ascents, lets riders tailor energy usage precisely to terrain demands. On mixed paved or unpaved loops, typical of the North Georgia mountains, riders consistently find reserve capacity remaining at day's end, underscoring the battery's real-world performance. Returning to pavement after miles of gravel reveals the bike's adaptability. Suspension compliance on rough asphalt patches remains reassuring, and pedal assist transitions seamlessly as speed rises. The fat tires smooth out cracks and seams, offering a comfortable ride even at higher velocities. Whether climbing twisty mountain roads or looping back on highway connectors, the MG Retro sustains momentum with minimal rider fatigue. Environmental factors such as humidity or light rain, common beneath the mountain canopy, have little effect on performance. Sealed electrical components resist moisture ingress, and the steel frame withstands damp conditions without rapid corrosion. Tire treads continue to grip wet gravel, and braking remains firm without sponginess. Perhaps the most compelling measure of its mettle is how the MG Retro manages full days of rugged backroads without causing fatigue. Arm and hand strain is minimal thanks to the adjustable suspension and ergonomic grips. The seat's elastic support prevents lower back aches, which often become issues on lesser machines, combined with a drive system that avoids sudden power surges on dead spots. Riders can maintain a steady pace for hours without the usual discomfort. Overall, the Hikeep MG Retro e-bike proves itself a reliable partner for tackling the winding paved and gravel corridors of the North Georgia mountains. It balances power delivery, comfort, and durability in a package built for challenging terrain. Whether cruising gentle forest roads or powering through loose stone paths, the e-bike offers a consistent and confident, inspiring ride that stands up to the demands of mixed surface adventures. Thanks for watching, and if you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and join us on this electrifying journey. This is Jeremy Vinny, signing off. We'll see you on the next one.